getting canceled for hating black women during Black Women's Voyage, 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 Vivir mi vida, la la la. During Black Women, Hispanic people, Latinos, Black women, diabolical.
Diamonds on my body and they crystal clear. I make magic with these hundreds, watch them disappear. Big ol' raindrops up in my ear. If you gon' name drop, let's get it clear. Jesse, VVS, I just turn the water on. Big ol' flex, shit you never saw before. These niggas chasing me like waterfalls.
What's up, y'all? It's your sister. Welcome back to my show now. If you're new here, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. I see y'all in the comment section. How y'all doing? You know what? I would love for all y'all to tell me where y'all are from. Let me see where y'all from in the comment section, child. Let me know where y'all are watching from. Child, I am in Atlanta. I know last time I was live, y'all was like, what the fuck going on, Jess? Right when I was getting into the Megan Good, Jonathan Luther King Majors, the third story about how she paying all his bills, child. I don't know what voodoo Jonathan was down there doing, but it canceled my motherfucking internet. But the thing is about me, like in my neighborhood, I'm telling you right now, like one drop of rain, and baby, just one drop of rain, I'm done. Like I'm cooked every time. Cooked. I don't know what it is, child, but my community, I don't know, child. It be on some bullshit. Then I don't know what's going on, but when I try to do the thing with my camera, because now I'm having to use my front-facing camera on my computer, but when I try to do my cam link thing, it's not working anymore. I don't know what the hell going on. Like, what? I need the technology guys to help me. I don't know what the fuck going on. I don't know. Maybe StreamYard is not working. But yeah, y'all. South Carolina's in the house. Who else? Let me see. Lord, okay, the chat going fast. Detroit, Michigan in the house. Toronto, New York and Delaware. Yes, I see y'all. Totally Celestial. I love that name. Motown, Tennessee. Okay. Barbados on vacation. All right, Candace, I see you. Houston, Texas. Pittsburgh in a motherfucking house. What is going? What the hell is going on? Okay. Not my light going on. What is happening? You know what? I gotta stop saying Megan Good's boyfriend's name. It seems like every time I say his name, my power go out. Say his name 3 times, bitch, your power go out. What the fuck going on? Brooklyn. Not Jonathan Luther King Majors, the second, the third is limeing a ballet for me. Huntsville, Alabama, what's good? A Jamaican in Minneapolis. I know that's right. You know, Nigerians, they just come in and let you know they're Nigerian. You tell Nigerian, hi, I'm Nigerian. Hi, hello. You ask Nigerian how they doing. I'm Nigerian. Period. I know that's right. Oyenka. I know that's right. She gonna come in and let us know she Nigerian, child. Haitian in Florida. Period. Speaking of Haitians, I just got off the phone with the New York Times right before talking to y'all. They're doing a story on, you know, how everything that's happening with Haitians is affecting Haitians in America. And y'all, this shit is so ridiculous. I think I'm going to do a whole other live just dedicated to that, because I have a lot of shit I want to get off my fucking chest. Like, it's just so ridiculous what's happening with Haitians in this country right now because of Trump, his wig, and JD Vance, who clearly just, You have JD Vance admitting to creating stories because he doesn't like the fact that Kamala's not getting dragged enough in the press. You know why she's not getting dragged enough in the press? Because she actually is focusing on the issues. Focus on the issues. You know what I mean? Like, this shit, this whole Haitians eating cat shit is just crazy. It's just crazy work. All right, y'all, but let's get to it. Y'all see the title. Y'all see what the fuck going on. Before I get into that story, just want to remind y'all, I am going to Tulum, y'all. I am going to Tulum next month for my next WOOCATION. So if you want to go to Tulum with me, go to WOOCATION.net. Sign up, Mapolino Tulum. Sign up, Mawo. Sign up, Mapnamudano na Tulum. Sign up, Mapnamudano. All right. So yeah, see you guys in Tulum. Go ahead and sign up when you get the chance. Well, actually, hurry up, child. Hurry up and take your time. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. James and Fuhad. James and Fuhad. Baby, I hate it had to be y'all. If you would have told me James and Fuhad was going to get exposed like this, especially during Black women's, Hispanics, Black women's, Latinos, Black women's month, I'd have said, nah, not these two niggas. Not them. Not them. Anybody but them. Anybody but them. Anybody but them. But here we are. But here we are. Oh my gosh. You ain't gonna do that. Thank you so much, Kristen. Y'all ain't gotta bless me like that. But I thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's really nice. And enjoy Bermuda. I've never been. All right. Drop that in comments and let me know if you ever peeped that these two were not attracted to Black women, or Black women wasn't a preference for them. I'm gonna tell you now, I don't watch them consistently enough. I think I'm more of a clips girly when it comes to them. And sometimes, like, I've seen like a couple episodes. I don't watch them consistently enough to say yes or no. I just don't. But I will say that while I'm not shocked that yet again we have men with microphones disappointing Black women, I am kind of like, wow, not y'all. Not y'all, not y'all, not y'all. And here's the thing, right? I was having a conversation a couple days ago with someone about this, actually with Mr. Easter. All these men with microphones, their biggest audiences are women. It's always the women. Their biggest audiences are women. Kevin Samuels, women. Derek Jackson, women. What's that guy's name? Tony Gaskins, women. Like, it is always the women. I think the only person I know that doesn't have a huge female audience is like Andrew Tate guy. That guy's psychotic. But it's always women. It is always women. Women are bigger consumers than men. We just consume. We consume. We support. We actually will reach down in our purse. Hey, whoa. Hey, I'm in my purse. Hey, whoa. Okay? Women, we're going to reach down in our purse. We are going to support you. All right. We're going to come to your shows. Like, it's always the women. And when you look at, even, this is like me going off on a tangent, but the reason why we're having this conversation is because I was seeing this relationship guy fighting another relationship, like several other relationship guys, like in the manosphere. Right. And it's always at the bottom, like at the when it comes down to it, all these men are fighting for the women in their audiences. Like they're fighting to keep the women in their audiences because the women, like, we make these men, black women specifically, and please, like, I say this with love. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. I say this with love. A lot of black women are just very male centered, okay? Which is why you had a Kevin Samuels be so successful. It is because a lot of black women are male centered. They don't want to admit it. Like, y'all don't want to admit that. I know, I get it. I get it. But it's a truth. It is a truth, which is why these black men in the manosphere, like every time I see these podcasts go viral and I see their shows, it is predominantly black women in the audience buying a ticket, sitting down to hear black men tell you the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. Over and over again. Because it's all in your head. Over and over again. Like, it's like the hamster wheel. It's like the hamster wheel. It's just over and over again. Over and over again. Meanwhile, you know how hard it is for like women to build their audiences online, especially like when it comes to like relationships and all that stuff. It's so fucking hard. But men can pick up a microphone, not get a job, and be successful. Parce que la muda yo. Where there is a man, if there is a man with a microphone, there is a crowd of women. If there is a man with a microphone, there is a crowd of women. Nou la, nou nan muda yo. Nou la, nan koute yo. Nou la, nan fè sa yo di nou pou nou fè. Nou la, nou nan muda yo. Chaque fois, if there is a microphone, there is a crowd of women. I gotta start up put the microphones down. Put the microphone down. Put the microphone down. And get in job. Not my microphone going in and out while I'm telling. Lord. Not my microphone going on and off while I'm telling them. Put my damn voodoo doll down, Jonathan Majors. Put my voodoo doll down and stop limeing the ballin. Stop limeing the fucking ballin. Leave me alone. I got work to do. All right. Let's get into it. Okay. I want to start off with this clip first. This clip right here really shocked me. Woo! This clip right here really shocked me. Because how the fuck? Like, it's not even possible. It's not even possible to come to Atlanta. Please tell me y'all can hear me before I move forward. Please tell me y'all can hear me before I move forward. Let me know y'all can hear me before I move forward. Hold on. Let me know y'all can hear me before I move forward. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? All right. How's this lighting? Is this lighting good? All right. I don't know what the fuck going on. Okay. So first of all, shout out to Lex and Drea, Poor Minds. They're doing their things. Amazing. Like, they're killing it. Love to see my girls winning, point blank, period. Now, I have to bring them up because Fuhad and James went down to the Poor Minds podcast, right? And they said this.
Love that. I love that for you guys.
We can't even stay on track. So, anyways,
go ahead, Trey. I'm sorry.
Talking about
it's
the Atlanta in general.
Oh, Atlanta's
Yeah.
cool. It needs to stop raining.
Yeah.
It needs to stop raining.
Was there some
like
baddies?
y'all not used to
Is there
that.
baddies?
Yeah, was there baddies there?
I think there was. I don't even remember, bro.
Yeah, but from when we were sitting or standing,
Like
it was,
two.
it was a
Yeah,
only,
like it was slim pickings.
only a handful. Yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
seen
In Atlanta?
in Atlanta. I've seen the least baddies so far.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey,
Well,
I'm surprised.
That's the truth.
Because thank God we ain't from here.
Yeah, I am
I'm a Texas
surprised.
girl.
Very surprised.
We from Texas.
You ain't offending me none.
You see, they ain't say you see.
Oh God, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
But nah, we've still got a couple of days. Maybe we'll find out. But yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen like 2 or 3.
Okay,
For
but
real,
what y'all's
but-
type though to be?
Bad is the type.
But facts.
Bad
Bad
is
is
the
the
type.
type.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
So what makes the girl bad? Like, what's the criteria?
It varies though.
It does vary from girl to girl. Just matters how you own it.
Uh-huh.
Facts.
Like you can be like there can be a skinny
It's
girl who
like
wears the
me.
fuck out of being a skinny girl,
Mhm.
and she just rocks it.
Mm.
And then you've got a thick thing who just owns the shit out of being a thick thing. And it's bad is bad is bad.
Mhm.
That's a PR
Period.
answer.
A
It's
PR
No,
answer.
it's facts.
It's
though.
facts.
Oh,
It's
beautiful.
facts.
If you have,
I'm
man,
not saying everyone's beautiful. I just told you Atlanta's
Okay.
clapped. I never said everyone's beautiful. I just said I'm not seeing anybody's here.
okay, that's
You know what's funny
That's
about
fair.
Atlanta though? Atlanta has a lot of transplants. So a lot of the people that live here, like you rarely run into people when you're out and stuff that are from Atlanta. Like the real Atlanta people, they be in the trenches, like off of
Oh.
Cascade and shit.
Okay.
Lord, we about to get jumped next time we go out.
Off of Cleveland.
It was Lex for me. Like, Lex was sitting there like, what's y'all type? Like, what is y'all's type? Like, and he doubled down and said, like, you know, Atlanta's clap. And for me, saying that, like, I feel like Lex really wanted to say, do y'all like black women? Like, but I don't know if she, you know, you, I don't know. I feel like that's what she was getting to when she was like, that's a PR answer. Like, I feel like she really wanted to say, okay, do y'all like black women or no? Like, I really feel like that's where she was headed to, but you know, whatever. She kind of just, you know, let it go, and you know, that was her choice. But for me, doubling down and saying that Atlanta's clapped can only mean 2 things. If you're talking about seeing the least baddies in Atlanta, it can only mean 2 things. Because I'm going to preface what I'm about to say by saying this. I don't know any black man who does not like Atlanta specifically because of the black women here. Like, every black man that I know, have interacted with, loves coming to Atlanta for the black women's. Like, they love it. When you come to Atlanta, there is a plethora of black women's. Like, there's no such thing as slim pickings when it comes to black women in Atlanta. Even like Drea said, they're both from Houston. There's so many transplants in Atlanta, and that's very, very true. Like, Atlanta is a place where it's really hard to find real Atlanta people, because the homegrown Atlanta, they've moved out of the city of Atlanta. They've gone like to the Mariettas, to the Smyrnas, to the Alpharettas. Like they've moved out. And so the city of Atlanta, period, is mostly for people who are just coming in. And then after a couple years, they kind of move out of the city, right? But anyway, I don't know any man. I don't know any young black man. God protect me. I don't want to leave. I don't know any black man who's interested in black women who would sit there with a straight face and say Atlanta's clapped. I don't know that. There's a plethora of black women here. If you want a BBL girly, you're going to find her. If you want a natural girly, you're going to find her. If you want an athletic girly, you're going to find her. If you want a corporate baddie, you're going to find her. If you want an attorney, you're going to find her. If you want a project manager, you're going to find her. If you want the entrepreneur, you're going to find her. Every type of black woman you can think of resides in Atlanta. Like every type of black woman. Like black women, literally, like Atlanta is the mecca of black women. And I say this as somebody who's lived in Miami. I say this as somebody who's lived in New York. I say this as somebody who's lived in New Jersey. I say this as somebody who's lived in Canada. Black women here in Atlanta, this is the mecca for black women. It is the mecca for black women. So as a man, if you come to Atlanta and you say that you've seen the least baddies in Atlanta and that Atlanta is clapped when it comes to black women, there's only two reasons. There's only two scenarios for me. First scenario, you don't like black women. That's the first scenario. Black women are not your preference. Second scenario, you're fucking gay. There are only those two scenarios for me. It's either you don't like black women or you're gay. And even the gay niggas here will fuck the straight black women. Like that's the type of, like, Atlanta is just a place where you want to talk about blurred lines. That's Atlanta. That is Atlanta. So at the end of the day, it comes down to you just don't like black women. That's what it comes down to. Black women are not your preference. And that is fine. Like, I don't think that is a bad thing, right? That black women are not your preference. I think it's a bad thing if you are pandering to black women and if black women are your core audience. You have to be very mindful of that. You have to be very mindful of that. And quite honestly, from what I've seen, black women are the core of these niggas' audience. The core. Literally the core. Clap means ugly. Yeah, for those of you guys who don't understand, is clap means ugly. Someone said, wait. Hold on. Damn, I missed a comment. Oh, I missed a comment. Let's see, they are only interested in white ambiguous women. Why worry what two men want? Look to the men who want you. A lot of men do not like black women, especially with the phenotype of a broad nose. I agree. Like, we're just having conversation because this is a topic at hand. Like, I've never been interested in any man that's not interested in a black woman. Like, in the moment I realized he wasn't, like, if I made that mistake, I corrected it as soon as I realized he wasn't interested in black women. And over time, I got really better at that. Sometimes it comes with age and experience for you to really gauge and see if a man really likes black women. Live Well LA said, the Atlanta take was the loose thread. Andrew Schultz is the full unraveling. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. Oh, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Give me a moment. Just give me a moment. But some of y'all are saying they were set up. I'm sorry. How is what the line of questioning that Drea and Lex were giving them? It wasn't maybe this wasn't no, y'all acting like they was sitting down with Robert Walters. This is like, yo, y'all ain't never seen no bad, like how many baddies y'all done ran into? Flat out, this is the least. We've seen the least baddies here. The least. We've seen the least baddies. That's not a setup. That's them telling us like they don't think that Atlanta women look good. And when you say you don't think Atlanta women look good, what kind of women you think they talking about? Oh, they were set up by Andrew Schultz. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. Now let me go ahead. Well, since y'all want to get to it, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get to it. Andrew Schultz. So anyway, just wrapping up the Poor Minds clip. Again, I don't think that not having Black women as your preference, I don't have a problem with that. As long as you're not pandering to Black women and as long as you're not profiting off of Black women, I don't care. I don't care, which is why, like, for me personally, like, I do not support a lot of men. Like, I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson. Like, I had a certain person on my platform during COVID giving relationship advice. I ain't gonna say his name because if I say his name 3 times, I might pop up with a helmet of salvation. Okay, like I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson with just like supporting, spending money on. Like you really have to show me that. You really have to show me that you do really support Black women. Like as a man, you really have to show me that. Point blank. Period. Okay, let's go to the Andrew Schultz interview. Let's go to the Andrew Schultz interview. This interview to me is probably one of the most cringiest podcast episodes I've ever seen.
Hey, Meta, take a photo.
I have never seen something so cringy. But I'm going to say this before I even play the Andrew Schultz interview, right? Let me say this. They had no business going on this podcast. No business going on this podcast. I don't know if their PR I don't know if they have a PR company, but they had no business going on the Andrew Schultz podcast. I unfollowed Andrew Schultz. I first came across Andrew Schultz stuff back, I think like 2019, 2021, I unfollowed him. And it was because I personally felt that Andrew Schultz is racist. But I felt, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just taking what he says too seriously. Maybe I'm just looking too deep in some of the commentary that he makes. Maybe I'm just taking things too personal. And the reason why I was reasoning with myself that way too, another reason was I know of so many people within the industry who are also Black, who work with Andrew Schultz and who work for Andrew Schultz. Okay. But I'm here to tell you, like, this right here cemented it for me. Because once I unfollowed him, I just never looked at his stuff ever again. Like I didn't. Another thing I want to say is before we get into this episode, Charlamagne the God is responsible. Like I will forever hold Charlamagne the God responsible for giving this motherfucker here with this Hitler beard or this Hitler mustache the platform that he has. From having a podcast with this man to holding his hand and ushering him into Black spaces and making him comfortable enough to disrespect Black people, Black Americans, Black immigrants, Black women, time and time again. The problem with men like Andrew Schultz is not just their racism. It is the fact that Black men will suck their dick. Literally. will suck their fucking dicks and make them feel comfortable enough to be able to get on their platforms to say the things that they say about Black people and specifically Black women. Like, it's really, really disgusting. He gives me another DJ Vlad. Like, Black people should not be interacting with Andrew Schultz. Should not be. Should not be. And I'm telling you this as somebody, I unfollowed this man in 2021. I was like, maybe I'm taking things too sick. I'm seeing so many people that I know. And here's the thing, right? Sometimes, especially in the entertainment space, bad things are happening, right? Bad things are clearly happening, right? But nobody is saying anything about it. Nobody is holding the person who's doing the bad things accountable. So here you go as a Black woman, opening your mouth and saying, this is not right. This is racist, or this is sexist, or, you know, this is xenophobic. And now you're the problem because you're the one speaking. Nobody else is speaking. And as a woman, as a Black woman, when you see other Black men interacting with Andrew Schultz the way that they do and making it okay for him to feel comfortable to say the things that he says, it puts you in a place where you're like, okay, like, none of y'all see this? Like, none of y'all see this? Black men, this is why we say Black men are the fucking weakest links, because like you will never see men from other cultures sitting down and letting, well, you know what? Let me not say that. Let me not say that. Because as we're going to dissect this episode, we're going to see Alex, who I love, who I know and love. I actually went on a couple dates with Alex. Alex works for Andrew. Alex is a Black Puerto Rican. You're going to see him in the episode. He makes a racist remark against Alex and Puerto Ricans. The guy sitting next to him on the right, my right, but his left on the couch is an Indian. The way people of color, not just Black men, but people of color will allow the white to just disrespect them is just really disgusting. Anyway, I could just go on and on, child, but let me go ahead and play this.
Here, I think it would be Fuhad. No.
It used to be cool to be African in the UK.
This is facts,
this is
by
facts.
the way.
In the like early 2000s.
And now with the...
Hold on, because I don't want to play too much because I don't know if I'm going to get copyright. But out the gate, he makes certain comments about their culture that is just insane to me. Hold up. I don't know if okay.
What is the stereotype? We're just speaking about like stereotypes.
I would say stereotypically Nigerians as a whole are scammers.
Stereotype. Scammers in history.
And there's Igbo.
And then educated, we're going to school. The house are the lazy ones.
So you need to know.
That's right. You're always like, we're educated.
And then that's all you need to know.
That's right. You're always like, we're educated. We're going to school. The house are the lazy ones.
According to you.
And then, and then wait, and then what was it?
And there's Igbo.
And then Igbo is what? They're the ones that are all. They got the scams. They're the greatest scammers in history.
According to you, bro.
There's no truth to this at all. What is the stereotype?
Here is this white man. This motherfucker's white. This motherfucker is white. Out Out the gate. This is 1 minute and 3 seconds in. Y'all see it. Out the gate. Out the gate. You're Nigerian. Aren't you scamming? Oh, so the Igbos are the Hausa are the lazy ones. Who's the lazy? Who's the lazy one? Out the gate. And neither of them fight this. Like, oh, according to you, bro. Like, what? Out the gate. Out the gate, baby. Out the gate. Okay. Let me see. I have so many notes from the episode, and I didn't even get through it. I didn't even get through the full episode. But out the gate, just want to show you how he's already doing the Nigerian on Nigerian crime. Let's go to the black girlfriend effect. This is the clip that's going viral.
For the
Yeah.
I absolutely love using BetterHelp. Therapy, just in general, has changed my
cultural.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah,
Black
man.
girlfriend effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Came
You're into
in-
that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Meghan
She
Markle's
came
fine
in.
as
What's the
fuck,
black
so.
girlfriend? They just come in and start fighting?
Nah, bro. You guys
She
don't know
did
about
rile
black
some
girlfriend
shit up.
effect.
She-
Yeah. She just.
Wait,
she
what is the black girlfriend effect? This
Oh,
is
you
the
don't know
You just
about
glow
this.
up the other
Hold on,
culture.
I'm
Yes.
just catching this. Not the Indian. And see, this is why I don't say I'm a person of color. I always make sure I say I'm black. Because not the Indian immediately leaning into black female tropes of an angry black woman.
Gym culture back then. So
But
that's
exactly. There
that's
was
a
no
good one. Yeah, yeah.
P90. There was no workout shit at all. Like that's straight metabolism and depression.
So why we don't love me? We don't.
That's metabolism and sex.
I think I lost my mark. Okay, there it is.
We love them all.
Yeah.
Right, white girl.
You think?
I think the black girlfriend effect.
It might be a protective instinct, bro.
You think?
Active.
Do you guys have you ever had black girlfriends?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Have you ever had white girls?
You think?
Complaining about
Yeah, culture.
Yeah. So you'll see.
They just come in and start fighting?
Effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Came
You're
in,
into that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Meghan
Yeah. She
Markle's
came
fine
in.
as
What's the
fuck,
black
so.
girlfriend? They just come in and start fighting?
Just wanted to make sure we get that in. Indian. What's the black girlfriend effect? When she comes in and starts fighting? That's the Indian. What the fuck? Like, what? That's the Indian.
Nah, bro. You guys don't know
did
about the
rile
black
some
girlfriend
shit up.
effect.
She-
Yeah. She just.
Wait,
she
what is
rebelled.
the black girlfriend effect? This
Oh,
is
you
the
don't
thing?
know
You
about
just
this.
glow up the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend. All of a sudden, he's got buzz cut, like
Yeah,
clean
he-
shape up.
Nah,
Yeah.
Glows up, bro.
Yeah, I like that.
Glows
I
the
like
fuck
that.
up.
They shave their hair because they start losing it.
Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their
Nah,
hair.
bro. White guys with black girlfriends,
They grow
step-
a beard
they step the
because
dick
there's
up.
more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of.
Live Well LA. I see your comment. Yes, this episode is a month old, and you're absolutely correct. They didn't feel bad until TikTok got a hold of it. You're absolutely correct. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for the coin. Thanks so much for blessing me. Thanks so much for blessing me. I appreciate it. Y'all don't got to do that. Thank you. But this is before the clip that's even going viral. Andrew Schultz is just spewing out black female trope, black female trope, black female trope. You can see that this motherfucker is baiting you. Two black men, actually 3 black men on that couch. And nobody's like, y'all, nah, chill, bro, chill. Chill. Oh, when I speak, when I yell the mic, okay, my bad. Okay, let me stop doing that. See, I need to get a microphone. I got a microphone in here, but I don't know. See, I need somebody to come in here and just do all the tech shit. You know what? One of y'all send me y'all resume. Well, no, I know somebody who come do it. So never mind. I do have a tech guy. I'm gonna have him come in here and fix all this. But why are you? Por que tá tudo onde eu com sa? Sabe lá que do olho com sa petit? Where is the joke? What that joke la petit? Is the joke in the room with us? Is the joke in the room with us? Is the joke in the room with us? Somebody said, Mr. Easter, come help. Yeah, I'm going. You know what? He knows how to do this shit too. I'm gonna get him to come in here and do it. He getting ready for a meeting, so all right, let's continue.
That's hilarious. I think the black girlfriend effect. It might be a protective instinct, bro.
You think?
Protective. Do you guys have you ever had black girlfriends?
Yeah.
Have you ever had white girls?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. What's your favorite?
This is what happens when your core audience is black women, but you don't prefer black women, but you prefer to get their coin. Because why the heck? Why are we hesitating? Why are we hesitating? Why are we hesitating? Why are we hesitating?
Oh wow. Okay. What's your favorite?
We love them all.
Yeah. Oh really?
We love them all.
Yeah. That means white.
Yo, who?
Yeah.
Did y'all catch the Indian? That means white. It's the same moment that was on Poor Minds. It's just this one is more flagrant. Pun intended. It's the same moment from the Poor Minds episode. Same moment.
Well,
Yeah. Oh really?
We love them all.
That means white.
Yo, who?
That means what? And we're gonna cackle. We're gonna cackle. We're gonna cackle. Three black men on this couch. Alex, I love you, but three black men on this couch. Indian right here. One white man. And and everybody's just a shucking and jiving. We just a shucking and jiving. We just a shucking and jiving.
That means what?
No. Translation.
Kendrick fans, get him!
We love them all.
That's royal English.
And they don't. We love them all. We love them all. What is so hard about saying we love black women? What is so hard about saying we love black women? What is so hard about saying we love black women? Say my name, say my name. What's so hard about saying that? What's so hard? Why is it so hard to say? There are other moments in this interview to me. Woo. But this is the worst moment because you have Andrew Schultz literally calling Black women violent, and you had Black men laughing. Andrew Schultz is sitting across a couch where there are 3 Black men. The imagery of that, the losery of that, the letdown of that, the bitchery of that. 3 Black men. 3 Black men. Trinidad, Nigerian, Puerto Rican. 3 Black men. There are so many jokes to say when it comes to Black women or Black people, period. So many jokes. You don't have to lean into tropes that actually cause harm to the group. Okay? Black women have to deal with enough violence every fucking day. And here you are, as a white man, pushing those tropes, and you have 3 Black men laughing. The bitchery of that. 3 bitches. 3 bitches. 3 bitches. There are other moments, but child, I mean, there were let me see if I can find this. Let me see. Why it's not showing me this?
What is that about? Why?
Because
what?
It's
just
yeah.
I don't think I'm near. He's like
Black people love
patriot.
the front like they don't love America, and the second they leave, they be complaining about where the fuck they go. Oh, there's no AC in Italy.
here's
Shut
a-
up. Sing the fucking national anthem. Get in the knee now. Take a knee and fucking sweat up there.
And again, for those of you guys who are coming in, you haven't caught what I said before. This is why I personally stopped watching Andrew Schultz. I think he is a race baiter. I think it's just the racism for me. I just believe him to be a racist. I do. I think that he does a lot of race baiting, race raging, and he does a lot of racist. His racism is overt to me, but some people will see it as, oh, it's just jokes. It's just jokes. And it's like, then he'll do this thing where he's like, well, I'm down with you too, because I'm Italian. We were conquered too. He even does it in this. Let me see if I can find it.
Actually, though,
If we're just
mathematically speaking,
simple math.
Potatoes.
yeah, bro, it's
You know what I mean?
it's, both my parents, they've seen
They was
stuff.
potato slaves.
Yeah. Fuck's sake!
That shit's probably harder to pick than cotton if you think about it.
Yanking one of the
Yanking one of the potatoes out the ground or wherever they grow. You ever seen
This guy's a dickhead, bro.
in Irish?
And we're just laughing. And we're just laughing. Mind you, this motherfucker's Italian. Italian, sitting there with a Hitler mustache on. What was the? Look at my notes because he said something about Puerto Ricans electrical grid. The electrical grid.
We are the Skaggs family, Matthew and Cosette, and we are owners of Jellyfish Lighting. We've lived.
Yeah, I'd get that more with my sister. Because my sister, again, like I said, straight, narrow-headed, blah, blah, blah. And I was a bit more wayward. I love sports. I didn't really focus on education, this, that, and the other. And yeah, the comparison used to fuck with me.
That's crazy. My mom would coddle the shit out of me. She was like, maybe you just had a bad day or something. Like, we'll get the next one.
Bad day.
Yeah.
That's a loving mother.
Yeah. That's Latinas with sons.
Yeah. It's also why there's no electrical grid in Puerto Rico. Every time it goes out, they're like, "Oh, it's okay. We'll fix it next time."
Wow.
Not the. Do y'all get the reference? Do y'all get the? Do you remember that last major hurricane that hit Puerto Rico, and Trump showed up and was just throwing paper towels at the Puerto Ricans? Alex is Puerto Rican. What? Like, are we for real? Are we for real? Are we for real? Seriously. Seriously. Oh, there's more. I made so many notes. So many notes.
I'm being serious. Though.
Okay.
What his question?
Yeah.
Are your balls so high that it pushes your dick forward?
Like, does your dick hang down or does your dick go out?
Out and down.
So it's out and then down. So it has to clear the testicles.
Yeah.
And then it goes down.
Interesting.
Oh. This is
Interesting.
crazy.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense.
You're a high set balls guy.
Yeah, that makes more sense as to why you do
Even
that.
public toilet though, you would do it on a public toilet.
I don't.
You said you would suck it twice to get venom out of it.
I would suck it twice to get venom out of it. But if you're chatting the way you're chatting, that's going to be like 4 strong sucks. If it's the dick you're perceiving, everyone. Yeah. That's going to take.
What
was the hypothetical?
If he got bit in the dick by a snake and the only way to save his life was to suck his dick, would you do it? And then James goes, "I'd suck it twice just to make sure."
Yeah, 100%. One per fang. Yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about? What the fuck are we talking about? So here's the thing. So Andrew not only bitched these two men, like literally bitched the fuck out of James and Fuhad from the beginning, coming for their culture, okay? Then coming for Black women, right? But then now he got them talking about how they would suck each other's dick. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? What are we discussing? He literally set y'all up and y'all fell for it miserably. This is not a podcast they should have ever been a part of. And I took so many more notes, y'all, but I can't. So let's go to their apology. Let's go to their apology.
I knew I was underwater. I just didn't realize I was this underwater. If you're
Guys,
girls.
Right, before we get into today's episode, quick PSA, quick acknowledgement. So if you know, you know. If you don't, that's fine. But we just wanted to address something that's happening at the minute. This past weekend, there's been a couple clips going around from when we did a session on the Flagrant podcast while we were on our US tour. And yeah, there were a few jokes made that were incredibly inappropriate. One specifically pertaining to Black women. And in the clip, Andrew was making a joke. I'm not even going to get into specifics. Making a frankly racist joke. And we were laughing at it.
Multiple jokes. Multiple.
And to give there's first of all, before we get into like specifics or anything like that, obviously there's just literally no excuse. There is no excuse.
Agreed.
And fight or flight is a real thing. Like it is, yeah. Fight or flight is a real thing, and it's so not easy to say, but when you're in those situations, you look at it through a lens of like, bro, if it was me, I promise you, I'll stand up, I'll kick them cameras down, I would smack homeboy in the face, I would say this, I'll do that. But when you're in there, you're in shock.
You're in shock, and all you want to do is move on.
Yeah, bro, move on is the fucking word, bro. All you want to do is fucking move on. Just move on to the next thing. Just move on to the next thing.
There's so
and like
many
we had to
times.
say a few times, bro, just move on.
Just move
on.
So many different topics. We were like, move on.
Yeah.
And it's not even like about pity laughs or anything, but we just wanted to
get out of that situation.
Literally get out of that situation, keep the ball rolling. And we thought it was going to be more of like a...
we just wanted to move on in the room with us? What are y'all even what is that? Why is there even an option to move on? They can keep that weak ass apology. Thank you so much, Kristen, for your blessing. Thank you very much. Move on, shock. What? Was the shock in the room with us? Was the shock in the room with us? Was the shock in the room with us?
A bros chat, but it ended up being something
that's like really, really hurt people that look to us for support and look to us to feel protected. And protected is the main thing that I wanted to discuss, is that it is our duty to protect you guys.
Facts.
And it is definitely not cool to be in that situation. And again, not be the ones to stand up and kick the cameras down. And we fucked it on that occasion.
We did.
It's not going to happen again. And it's about being human. It's about realizing that you don't know what you're prepared for. You don't know how to prepare for something
you don't know
what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And once it's happened one time, you're like, fuck, all right.
You learn from your mistakes. And that's literally,
bro.
learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, we fucked it, and we're sorry.
The Fabulous Nerd, concerning the mic going in and out during the live stream, it's the setting on live stream. It's not the mic. The live stream setting has an automatic. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Fabulous. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the blessing. Sorry for interrupting the apology, y'all. Hold on.
And we definitely, that's literally
time you're like, fuck, all right.
You learn
something
you don't know
what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And once it's stand up and kick the cameras down. And we fucked it on that occasion.
We did.
It's not going to happen again. And it's about being human. It's about realizing that you don't know what you're prepared for. You don't know how to prepare for something
you don't know
what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And once it's happened one time, you're like, fuck, all right.
You learn from your mistakes. And that's literally,
bro.
learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, we fucked it, and we're sorry.
We definitely do apologize.
It's, for me, like, it's one of them ones where you don't realize that, like, for one, when you're part of a community, you don't realize that you can hurt your own community.
Especially
when you're not, when unintentionally.
Unintentionally, for real.
And also on top of that, it was so crazy that, like, the narrative that's been spun about how we feel about our community.
The narrative
the irony
that's
of the
being spun on how you feel about your community. Who's your community? Who is your community? I'm just waiting for them to say, we want to apologize to Black women. Y'all are the core of our community. Y'all are the reason why we are where we are. how dare we let you down like this? We let Black women down. And because we let Black women down, here is what we plan on doing. A, B, C, D, to make sure that not only this never happens again, but we want to uplift you all who are the core of our community. Maybe they'll say it. Hold on.
Fact that whilst the whole reason we're in that country was to just show how much we love our community and show how much we love our supporters and how much time we spent at the shows and just like getting to know people and just like understanding our community better and just like making friends and making bonds and showing love and they're showing love. And this whole 6-week trip was just about showing how much we love our community and how much our community show out for us. And then to have that exact same trip be the reason that we're having to have this conversation now. But at the end of the day, mistakes make you a better person.
Mistakes do make you a better person.
You're not born a perfect person. And yeah, we don't condone, we don't appease that behavior. We don't rate it.
We don't condone, we don't appease, we don't rate it. Baby, you was condoning, appeasing, rating, cackling. That's exactly what you did. I'm still waiting for y'all to acknowledge the fact that this specifically hurt Black women.
And we don't want you guys to think that we were sat in that room rating what's going on.
We hold our hands up. We apologize. You learn from your mistakes, and we hope we don't let our community down again. Because ultimately, we do this for you guys. Like,
yeah, you guys are all we have, man.
You guys are literally all we have. You guys have taken us to this level, and we don't want to let you guys down going forward and anymore. So, you know.
Yeah, but anyway, on to regular viewership.
Yes, sir.
Level of love.
Gang.
She was looking at the floor. She said,
now we going into the episode. We're going to put this word salad apology at the top of the episode because we know y'all waiting on that apology. And then we're going to have y'all watch this podcast episode. We're going to get all the views. Thank you so much. Bitch. You know what? Apologizing is an art. And I say that as somebody who's not good at apologizing. I'm not good at apologizing. Not good at apologizing because I think number one, just most of the time I know when I'm operating, I'm not operating from a place where I'm looking to hurt somebody. So I am the type of person that can get very defensive. But what I've learned as I grow and get older and have more life experiences, first things first, when you are apologizing, you have to acknowledge what you did. You have to own what you did. And sometimes owning what you did is hurtful because you have to admit that you failed and you're not always right. You're not always perfect. You don't always do what's supposed to be done. Okay. So first things first is you have to own and acknowledge what you did. And then you have to acknowledge the person you did it to. Those are like the first two things that come with an apology. You have to own what you did and then acknowledge the person that you did it to. Neither of those things were done in that apology. Somebody said Jess will apologize by saying we both did some things and period. And that's why I am learning. Like, honestly, let me tell you guys something. About a month ago, someone apologized to me for something. And when they apologized to me, I cried. I literally cried because it was the first time in my life that I received an apology where I was truly apologized to. That person literally acknowledged what they did, acknowledged me, and told me, you know what? I totally did not think of you when I did this. And I want to fix that. I want to have peace with you. This is what you mean to me. You've done A, B, and C. You've been there for this. You've done this. I would be a fool to ruin my relationship with you. So this is what I did. It was wrong. I am so sorry. It will never happen again. Please tell me how we can fix it. Like, she said way more than that, but she had me in tears. Like, because I went into the conversation like, we nucking and bucking. Like, we nuck. Like, I was ready to nuck if you buck. I was ready. And when she came to me that way, I was like, it was the first time I've ever received an apology like that. Ever. And what I realized is I don't know how to apologize. This woman just taught me how to apologize. She taught me how to apologize. And I say all that to say that while I think their apology was complete bullshit, I think a lot of people don't know how to apologize. A lot of people don't know how to apologize. Some people will come in it like, what's his name just told me? Well, we both did some things. Some people will come in gaslighting. Some people will just be like, well, I'm sorry, and it'll never happen again. Some people will give a generalized apology, which is what they did. And they never acknowledged exactly what they did. And they never acknowledged a group of their community, which is Black women. They said Andrew Schultz made some jokes about Black women, but they never mentioned Black women again. Right? That is why when you are getting 1 million views per podcast, when you are touring all over the world, at the very least, you need a publicist. Let me tell you what you need a publicist for. You need a publicist for 3 things. You need a publicist to make sure that you have your bio together and to make sure that with that bio, people know who the fuck you are and what you do. Number 2, that publicist is there to get you into rooms that you can't get yourself into. Not only to get you in those rooms, but to cipher through what needs to be ciphered through, to make sure that they understand what type of room it is, what's going to occur in that room. If these motherfuckers had a publicist and their publicist okayed them going on the Andrew Schultz podcast, they need to fire that publicist immediately. Number 3, your publicist should know how to handle crisis. Okay? When I went to Florida International University, I have my undergrad and my master's in both in journalism and political science. Within my master's degree from the School of Journalism, I studied strategic communications, and a part of strategic communications is crisis management. And being in this industry the last 7 years, I have realized that all these publicists you see walking around, only about 5% of them know how to handle crisis management, which is why when you see artists coming online crashing out or giving fucked up apologies or not even acknowledging what they did, it is because they have a PR who literally just ushers them into red carpets at award shows. And also that same PR is also taking pictures on that red carpet and trying to get their followers up. Okay? These publicists don't be publicizing no more. They don't know how to handle real shit no more. Everybody wants to be a star. That's a whole other video for another day. Everybody wants to be a fucking star. Nobody knows how to handle shit for real. Crisis management is a huge part of public relations. And if you have a publicist right now who doesn't know how to handle a crisis, you need to fire them. As a matter of fact, one of the main things you should ask your publicist, 3 things. What publications do you have access to? And I need to see how many crises you have exterminated. Period. That apology was not it. It was not it. It didn't address a damn thing. It was a word salad. I could have had a V8. That apology does nothing. All good publicists are low key. You're absolutely correct. Which is why sometimes I be seeing now people say, "Oh, I got this publicist." Baby, you do not have a publicist. Your publicist should not be on the red carpet posting, "Oh, and got my client into the MTV award." No, that's not a publicist. That's not a publicist. No. You should not have a picture on the red carpet. You should not like have 100,000 followers. No, you're not a publicist. That's the problem. That's a whole other conversation for another day. But these publicists, these agents, these agencies, they all want to be the star too. No, that's not it. But yeah, that apology. First of all, let me tell you how I would have approached this if I was their publicist. You are going to do an apology video only. No podcast attached. And the video will not be monetized. You're not going to make money off of your apology. Period. You're not going to make money off of your apology. This upload will specifically be an apology to Black women during Black Women's Voyage. Black Women's Latino Heritage Black Women's Month. Okay? This upload will only be an apology for the Black women's because they are the core of your audience. Ain't no podcasts. No microphones. Put the microphones down. Put the microphone down. No microphone. Put the microphone down. There will not be a podcast. No podcast. No podcast. Apology only. Put the microphone down. Pangin podcast. No podcast. Apology only. Okay? Apology only. Second thing, no monetization. You're not going to monetize over your apology to Black women. You know, getting no money, yay! No getting no money, yay! No money for the apology. You're not getting paid to apologize. No giving no money, yay! No giving no money, yay! You're not making no money off the apology. Period. Okay. Number 3, you are going to specifically address Black women's. Specifically address Black women's specifically. And at the end, you will detail what you will do to sew in to your Black women followers, your supporters. So, if there is a charity, if there is a movement that needs donations, and no, you're not going to be asking your followers for donations. No, you are going to pledge and you are going to prove that you paid that money to that organization. Okay? The profits of our next podcast upload will specifically go to that. That's the very least of what I would have done. Point blank period. Honestly though, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that they're gonna be canceled? I don't. And to be honest, I don't care whether they're canceled or not. I do think that this is probably an awakening for them. To me, honestly, I think Andrew Schultz to be canceled. If you guys want to cancel Black men, you need to be canceling the Black men that are holding Andrew Schultz's hand and ushering him into the platform that he has. Charlemagne the Gods, like those dudes who uphold Andrew Schultz, those men need to be canceled. But that will never happen. That will never happen. It'll never happen. But as far as I'm concerned, will I be listening to these guys? No. You've already showed me your hand. You've showed me that you have no interest in black women, so I have no interest in you. Point blank, period. I have no interest in supporting any man, any of these men with microphones. Any of them. And I mean that. You're not going to see me on none of their podcasts, nothing. Like the only guy I like is Kojo. And y'all have seen me do stuff with Kojo if you've been here for a minute. He's in the UK as well. He's Ghanaian. Other than that, I don't support none of y'all. I just don't. Time and time again, y'all fail me every time, over and over again. Me and my wig are tired. I'm tired. But do I think that they deserve to be canceled? Not necessarily. I don't think that they deserve to be canceled. I think here's the thing, is as a Black woman, you need to be supporting, if you're going to be supporting men with microphones, you need to be vetting them, and you need to be making sure that they are pouring into the Black women's community. I feel like Black women, the support I see that y'all give to these Black podcasters, like I just feel like I don't see it for the women in that space. These men, like Shxtsngigs, like they're doing stadiums. They're doing stadiums. I know several female podcasters personally who have been doing it for the same amount of time. They're not in stadiums. These dudes are doing stadiums. If Kevin Samuels were still alive today, this man would be a huge name in Hollywood. Right before he passed away, he was on Atlanta. He was in music videos with Future. Like, the platforms that Black women continue to give these Black men with microphones versus the platforms that you give the women, that's more problematic to me than this. So, but anyway, do I think that these two hate Black women? I don't think that they hate Black women. I just think that Black women are not their preference. It's not their preference. And you do with that what you want. You do with that what you want. If you want to support men who don't prefer you, do that. Get it how you live. If you like it, I love it. Am I going to do that? No. I learned my lesson, and I'm not doing that no more. All right, y'all. Let me read some of these comments. Yeah. Andrew has always been problematic and diabolical. He said, yeah, I've been saying that all this entire video. Like, it's just, to me, it's just really ridiculous. People are in the comments thanking them for the apology. Am I surprised? No. Like I said earlier, some people don't know how to apologize. And you know what? A lot of people who don't know how to apologize don't know how to receive apologies. Also, there are going to be a lot of non-Black women thanking them for their apology. If you are not a Black woman, it's not your place to accept their apology. If you're not a Black woman, it's not your place to accept their apology. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm definitely going to upload this so you guys can watch it back, especially for those of you guys who came in late. But I just wanted to come in and chat about this. I do have some other things that I want to chat about throughout the week. And yeah, I thank y'all for coming in and spending time with your sister. I did drop a vlog today. I am gonna be dropping more vlogs, more lifestyle content. And also we still gonna get into it with just a couple things, okay? But I just want to let you know that shit, you know, now I ain't got no job. Now I ain't got no job, baby. Shit. I ain't got no job now, so I'm gonna have a little more time. Fuck it, we're gonna get more content. Period. But all right, y'all. I love you guys. Make sure to like the live, that you share, that you're subscribed to me, that you leave me a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.